She has no shop, no signboard. A tiny corner on a Saigon sidewalk is her entire business. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ho. I'm 36 years old. Today, I want to share the story of my mother selling caps on the sidewalk. Might seem simple, but the real hardship comes from enduring the weather and the anxiety of slow days during rainy seasons. While the city is still asleep, my mother, now 60 years old, is already awake. She pushes her bicycle out of the house, gets her goods ready, carefully ties the 2 bags onto the back of the bike, and slowly rides to the familiar street corner before the harsh Saigon sun begins to burn. Saigon is in the middle of summer. At only 5:30 in the morning, the sky is already bright, promising another hot and humid day. This has become my mother's routine, repeated 365 days a year. Except for days when the rain pours so heavily that she cannot set up her stall, she has almost never taken a day off. Whether the sun is scorching or the air is stifling, my mother keeps going, day after day. Cloth hats are very vulnerable to rain. Whenever a sudden storm hits, she rushes frantically to gather them up and cover them with a tarp, because once wet, the hats get ruined, moldy, and unsellable. On blistering hot or freezing cold days, sitting on the pavement all day leaves her back aching, only to sell 2 or 3 caps. In those moments, I know she feels disheartened and worried, but when she gets home, she never complains a single word in front of us. At the age of 60, people long for retirement, but my mother cannot afford to. She fights every single day for 3 goals: to support herself in old age so as not to be a burden, to cover the expensive living costs of renting in Ho Chi Minh City, and most importantly, to pay tuition fees for my youngest brother who is in college. Every hat sold is a small step bringing my brother closer to his university degree. But making a living is never easy. Street vending on sidewalks violates urban order regulations. Every time the local authorities inspect the area, her heart skips a beat. A moment's delay could mean having all her goods confiscated. The profit on each hat is a mere 3,000 to 5,000 Vietnamese dongs, about $0.1 to $0.2 USD. With such tiny margins, renting a formal store in this area is mathematically impossible. She risks it every day, caught between the law and basic survival. Nowadays, people can easily buy hats online or in big fashion stores, making my mother's roadside business harder and more competitive than ever. The number of hats my mother sells each day depends entirely on the weather and a bit of luck. There are mornings when her back aches from sitting all day, yet she only sells a meager 5 hats. But on exceptionally good days, she can sell up to 45 hats, bringing home around 400,000 Vietnamese dongs, about $16 in profit, a huge amount for our family. Please stay tuned until the end of the video to find out how many hats my mother managed to sell today and what her final earnings were. My mother's small setup offers more than just one style. She neatly displays colorful, youthful baseball caps for younger people or commuters looking for something lightweight. Right beside them are wide-brimmed sun hats made of thick fabric, a favorite among local workers because the wide brim shades their entire face and the back of their neck from the harsh midday heat. These fabric hats may look durable, but they are extremely vulnerable to rain. If a sudden rainstorm hits and she can't cover them in time with a tarp, the trapped moisture causes mold, yellow stains, and discoloration. Once a hat gets stained or discolored, it becomes completely unsellable, and the investment for that entire day is instantly lost. Most of my mother's customers are commuters in a hurry. They are manual laborers pulling over for a quick hat to shield themselves from the harsh midday sun, factory workers dropping by right after their shifts, or students passing by looking for an affordable cap. She doesn't have a fancy store, just a small patch of sidewalk. Whenever a motorbike pulls up to the curb, even if the person only asks for the price and leaves, she still greets them with a warm smile, enthusiastically offering options and reshaping the caps for them. Each hat is sold for 20,000 VN, less than $0.8 USD. On her luckiest days, she can make around 300,000 to 350,000 Vietnamese dongs, about $12 to $14 USD. Roadside sun never stays in one place. As noon passes into late afternoon, harsh streaks of sunlight slowly creep across the patch of sidewalk where my mother sits. Fearing the intense heat might fade the cap's colors and trying to escape the stifling air, she quietly stands up. One by one, she moves her small plastic stools and shifts her display rack into the cool shade of a roadside tree or a nearby shop's awning. Thank you so much to everyone watching from all around the world for taking the time to listen to our story. Your support and kindness give me immense motivation. See you in the next video.